first saw that printer that I made, but I was like, what if I could put that on a screen? So I did just that, and I put it on a screen. So this is basically a way to like print on a screen, but more like you can just press a button and then put it on the screen. So if I was to like press this button, it would correspond to that pixel. Yeah, so that's basically going to be the video, just showcasing this build because it's very cool. So this build is just like what I was talking about in the beginning. It's a printing program on a screen. So you can print stuff but on a screen. Basically just do things on a screen. But yeah, it's not, it doesn't take a genius to figure out what this is. Now one thing about this I will have to say is that this top row of right here, it only goes to the bottom row of pixels. And then these bottom rows, they go to, wouldn't you guessed it, the top rows once it does get up there. So the inputs, I could fix this by moving this a bit more back, then flipping this around, moving it around into here, but that'll take way more work. So I just did this. Anyways, on the number pad, you can see that this number pad is kind of colorful because it was a bit hard just with the iron, so then I added the blackstone. And I was like, it's still a bit hard to know where you are because like, what if all of this was like that and then you hit like this button? Where does that correspond if you're just in here and you don't know where you are? So that's why I added this circle thing, the lines, and then the diagonal lines. And then you have the middle that corresponds to the middle. And there's a reset button, so when we press that, that'll reset all of these displays. And if you couldn't tell already, this design is actually the same design that I used for my Mindboard video, and I forgot how laggy it is over here. So yeah, these pixels are actually 2 blocks, so if you didn't see that before, there are 2 blocks of pixels, so it's 2 by 2 of the 4 blocks being all lit up. Now on the sides here, you can see some color coding. This is because if you're like, where's this, because I totally don't know where this is, then you just look up there and you'll see that there's some colors. So then you know, if I press that, that's going to press over there. And here's this totally not suspicious looking character on the screen. And yeah, you can draw a lot of things on here, and to show that off, I'm going to do a quick time lapse right here. Now that the actual showcase is done, it's time to look at the redstone. Now everyone has probably already left this video, and now it's all the redstone nerds that are left. So starting off with the inputs, you can see that these just go into redstone lamp. So it's just block redstone lamp observer into a hopper, and then it just goes through this trail here. That's basically the same with all of these, just going one little block forward. Then it just goes all the way over. Once it goes to the actual outputs, it will go like this, going to the left, and going to the one that it needs to go to. And if you didn't see my explanation for the Mindboard video, these designs aren't actually my design. I will link them in the description of whose designs they actually are, but they are very cool. But if you didn't watch that video, I'll give you a quick explanation of how this works. So first off, I just realized that explanation was actually opposite of what it actually is. So then for the other one, you can't really go straight to it, so we use honey blocks and redstone blocks. So just go like this, going over here, firing this line, going over to this line, and it'll go to here, and you'll probably be like, wait, this needs to be refired, so it will actually retract back. And yeah, it is refired because it's a button press, so it gets pushed and then it retracts. And then it's the exact same for all of these. And then for the middle one, it's a bit different, but we could use the same design, but I just decided, why don't we do this differently? So you can see it just goes into a block, which then goes into a observer trail going back up. That's the same for all of these until we can actually get to real pistons. Then we do honey instead of slime, because why not? And again, like these, this will just do the same thing. Now one thing I do have to notice that the bottom one actually takes very long, so I just turn on some fly speed and you can see that there it is, a very long delay. It takes about 5 seconds from the bottom press going to the light up there. For the middle one, I'm pretty sure it's actually longer, so if we just wait here, it should be longer. Oh, it's about the same. And now the final thing is the reset button, so if you just follow this line, it just goes over here, and then it just hits all of these with observers looking at them. And for the reset, it just fires in here, stopping that, which would then turn this torch back on, hitting this again to make it always off, and that would just turn these off turn that on to turn these off. So if we just hit this, you can see exactly that plays out. Now I slow down time here so you could probably see it. So if I just speed it up a little bit, you could probably see when it fires. Yep, there we go. Fires into there, firing into that, turn that off, and then that goes on. And then for the reset, it will be basically the same thing with slow down time here. Yep, it fires, that fires, that fires, and then that will turn off, turn that off, and then that turns off. And I didn't actually see this actually clocks. Okay then, I should have put these on free ticks. So as whole showcase, and if you like the video, leave a like, and if this video gets, here I'll set a goal, if this video gets 50 likes, I'll make an updated version of this and call it program number 2. No one will understand what it is. If you like this video, why not check out some more videos on my channel. While you're there, subscribe, because YouTube might think you like this video on the screen right now, and click that video and go see if they're right.